Let's recap day 9 and 10 of the Melody Farris trial. Melody Farris is on trial for the murder of her husband, Gary Farris. Day 9 centered around her lover, her ex-lover, Rusty. So the police really wanted to talk to Rusty to get a better idea of what was happening. Did he know about Melody's plans to allegedly end her husband's life? So Rusty did give a statement, if you watched my last video, that when he was on a phone call with Melody, she said, Gary's in the burn pile, which means she knew about this before Gary was even found. So just to back up a little bit, Gary was found in the burn pile on their farm, burned to non-recognition, and they found a bullet lodged in his ribs. Initially, they thought it was an accidental death, but it ended up being a homicide once they found that bullet in his chest. So Rusty told them this information, that he had this phone call. Melody told him this information, but then recanted his statement. He went back to the police with his lawyer and said, hey, I think I got the dates wrong. I know I got the date wrong about when she told me this information. So initially he made it sound like she knew before her husband was found. But then when he came back and recanted his story, he made it sound like she was telling him that they had found him in the burn pile. So Rusty's testimony is a little shady. I don't know that I completely believe him. And why I say that is because Rusty was supposed to be working with the police, because they told him, you could be implicated in this murder if we don't get more out of you. And they threatened him with jail time, the death penalty. So they even had him wire his phone. So when he had phone calls with Melody, this information could be recorded. But guess what Rusty did? Rusty sat there and told Melody the whole plan, that the police wanted him to capture their phone calls. I don't understand why he did that. So Melody ends up getting arrested, and then the police talks to Rusty again after her arrest, and then he confesses to say, hey, I know you guys wanted me to record this information or my phone calls with her. I didn't do it because I told her about it. And then they proceeded to get new phone numbers and new phones to conversate on. So this is why I say he's shady. Why would you get new phone numbers and new phones to talk to your ex-lover now? It makes no sense. At the time, they were still lovers, but now he said that they're no longer together. So I don't understand. Why are you being shady, trying to hide your phone conversations? It's all just wild. Wild, I tell you. But that was the gist of day 9 and 10. And then they also talked to her granddaughter and got information from her as to, they want to basically rule out her father, Chris. So they asked, did you go straight to the farm with your dad? What did you guys do? How long were you there? She asked to spend a night on the 3rd. Her grandmother said, no, wait till the next day, which would have been the 4th. So she ended up spending the night on the 4th with her friend. Didn't find her grandfather. She wanted to go ride on the farm, and she said she couldn't find her grandfather. So he was missing. Nobody really knew where he was at that point in time. She asked her grandmother, and her grandmother said, I don't know. Maybe you guys should go look for him. She said he wasn't downstairs and he wasn't anywhere in the house as she looked. So nobody thought much of it until on the 5th. It's all a mystery. I'm still trying to figure this out. Was she helped? Is Rusty a part of this? Is her sons, Chris and Scott, a part of this? I can't exclusively rule them out. What do you guys think?